Hey y'all, it's Ray and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ray from editing though because I forgot to do a freaking intro on my stream, which was on Twitch. Twitch is raethedivaaa, so then you could like watch my Twitch streams and stuff. But yeah, we are watching a Stephanie So video together. We are reacting, can talk, reacting to a Stephanie So video, but we also, so yeah, make sure you like, comment, possibly subscribe to the YouTube, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be in the description. I'm not doing too much tomorrow. Okay, enjoy.
I just feel as though we should just smoke again, do another blinker. So let's do another blinker. Also, don't try this at home because I know this looks like some like super duper like fiend shit right now, but I smoke for real, so I like, you know, I'm pacing myself for sure. Is it is it just me, or did it seem like the shit was going on for mad long? They were trying to set me up. Y'all, that shit went on overly long, like, because y'all see me, I think y'all see me take, with my other blinker, when I was still playing the game, what y'all seen with the other blinker, that it took a quicker amount of time to blink than that. This shit was like, okay, you finna feel this, and you better be fucked up on stream. You better be fucked up on stream, like, you gonna be fucked up on stream, I guess. Woo! Y'all, I promise you, I'm not like, I promise you, I'm dramatic, yes, but it's for good purpose, because this shit hurt. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Don't do the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah. Whew. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to recoup. Let's just play the jazz. I was supposed to play jazz and do a fucking blinker, but like I just ended up, yeah. The jazz is healing me in a way right now. Healing my lungs. I think we took in enough time. Red uncle / sister Hong exposed with 1,600 plus victims but became the biggest meme. Let's do that one.
In China is probably the equivalent to Chicago in the United States. Just in terms of population, you're talking about at least 9 million residents, which means theoretically, if somebody farts or sneezes on one side of Chicago, you would imagine that at least 8,999,990 people don't care and don't even hear it, don't even smell it. Maybe unless you're the mayor of the city or someone with 5 cans of WD-40 strapped to their chest and a lighter. It is very unlikely that one person's actions in a city as big as Chicago or Nanjing, China, you're probably not going to impact the whole city. July 2025, something weird is happening in Nanjing. The ones who know about it and are talking about it online, they're all boycotting any future travel into and through Nanjing. Like, you would think that there's an outbreak of some sorts. They're talking about Nanjing online as if something incredibly dangerous, contagious, is spreading inside the city with the residents. Some people online don't even want to come in contact with someone that's been in the city of Nanjing in the past year. These are people outside of Nanjing. Some people inside of Nanjing, nothing. They have no idea what's going on. They have no idea what people on the other side of the country or the other side of the world are saying about their city. In fact, there's this one guy, he posts online and he's just saying something weird has been happening. Okay, so he was on the street the other day. He lives in the city of Nanjing, if you need some context, which really isn't that pertinent, or so he thought. He was gonna go visit his uncle and he didn't want to go empty-handed. His uncle loves fruit. His favorite fruit is watermelon. He goes to the store, purchases the biggest watermelon that they have, which on second thought might not be the smartest idea, because now he's hauling this massive watermelon down the block and a stranger stops him, literally smirks at him and sneers. It's like, what the hell is wrong with this stranger? Like, I didn't even bump into you. I didn't do anything to you. Going to see your old man?
That's crazy.
This guy online is like, I mean, I've lived in Nanjing my whole life. Strangers don't talk to each other. It's not like America where you make small talk. It's like everyone goes about their day. Everyone's busy. It's a pari type of hurry culture there as well. The tone is kind of malicious also, which is throwing him off. And it's so weird. Is he about to get jumped on the street for a watermelon? He responds, yeah. The stranger looks him up and down and shoots him a look that can only be described as utmost disgust. Like if someone were to step on a cockroach barefoot in the middle of summer and then half that cockroach carcass just sticks to their bottom of their soul, that's what it looks like.
Oh my God.
And then the stranger just walks off. Mr. Watermelon has no clue what this entire interaction was about, but it's all connected. Mr. Watermelon, the internet boycotting travel to Nanjing, and somehow even that's all connected to Nanjing gyms and fitness centers that are all seemingly at the same time on the brink of collapse simultaneously. It seems like every single gym in the city is on the verge of shutting down. Some of them are even trying to sell private training lessons for $13. For 3 sessions, and they're still not selling any. And if you start tracing it all back to when this all happens, you can almost pinpoint a day that this all starts. July 5th, 2025. It's the day that a person the internet has now nicknamed Uncle Red gets arrested. Because after Uncle Red's arrest, nothing and nobody is the same. How the hell is the entire...
What the fuck was that? Uncle Red? Uncle... Oh. That... I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just not hip. And clearly I'm not hip to the meme. But that... looked fucking scary, bro. What the fuck was that, bro? Bro, you know who this motherfucker looked like? What's that nigga's name? Bro, y'all remember that nigga? My nigga Pepe. Pepe. Bro.
Arrested. Because after Uncle Red's arrest, nothing and nobody is the same. How the hell is the entire city impacted by this one man's arrest? It could be the 1,000+ videos that he has on Nanjing citizens, secretly recorded videos of random Nanjing residents during the most intimate moments of their lives. It could be that, or it could just be that Uncle Red is kind of crazy.
Kind of. Kind of? Bro, he is. The fuck? The fuck a kind of? Also, this is a good point.
We would like to
let me pause real quick. If y'all are enjoying my content, or enjoying me, or enjoying, you know, everything that's going on so far, click the follow and click the follow on the Instagram and on the TikTok and on the Twitch and on the YouTube and wherever you are watching.
Today's case involves mentions of illegal distribution of intimate moments without a party's consent, video footage. Today's case is also unique in the sense that it's going to be discourse heavy. So the crime itself is ongoing, but much of the conversation and the internet reaction has become part of the case itself. Like, you can't really separate the two. It's not one where I can be like, hey, so I'm going to tell you about the case, and then maybe a few little internet comments here. It's so embedded, you can't talk about one without the other. Otherwise, it feels like you're not getting the full picture of what's happening out there. So I'm going to tell you everything that's been happening in the effort to present all sides of the case. Just because I'm telling you what people are saying online does not mean that I'm endorsing what they're saying or trying to make light of a situation. Okay, but like I said, the discourse is almost becoming bigger than the case itself. And to ignore that would not make it go away. I mean, it's still there. Just because we don't like to hear certain conversations doesn't mean those conversations are going to stop or they cease to exist happening. So keep that in mind. Now, the biggest note to go into this case is it involves a male identifying perpetrator who, by most reports and accounts, seems to only portray themselves as a woman online to lure in straight men to engage in acts. So with the perpetrator's end goal being to secretly film videos. Our team had multiple extensive conversations about the best way to identify the perpetrator, and ultimately we decided, since there is zero public indication that the perpetrator identifies as anything other than male in any other context than when they're trying to commit violations for monetary profit, we will be using he, him pronouns. That said, we understand that there could be a slim possibility that the perpetrator is suppressing their gender identity since they may not live in the most progressive city in the world. There's no indication of that we found so far, but we just want to make it clear we are not intentionally, purposefully misgendering someone if that is indeed the case. It's just in...
Y'all, I fucking love Stephanie So. She is so PR trained. Like, she is so PR trained because it's like coming from like a perspective of obviously just not having a team yet, not having, you know, like a big following yet. It's just so funny where like when you have to like overly explain yourself that you're like, you know, a decent human being just by calling someone like, you know, or referring to someone in a case by a certain pronoun. Like, yo, she's like genuinely like such a good person.
In this moment, with the given information that we have, this is the most respectful decision that we could make. Secondly, regardless of the perpetrator's identity, their crimes are their own and are not representation of any group of people. In fact, cases like this can perpetuate negative, queer-phobic generalizations. And if those are the conclusions that one comes to after listening to the entirety of this episode, I would like to advise them to visit the nearest emergency room for possible brain damage. Ooh. Thirdly, there is massive discussion surrounding full informed consent. As of now, none of the men in the videos have explicitly consented to the release of their footage. So keep that in mind. So with that being said, let's get started. Nothing gets people more violently riled up, in my opinion. I have never seen a group of people so quick to curse at each other, just like refusing to compromise, than a good old harmless conversation about who has better morals. It's the moral dilemma. It is the quickest way to get people close to you to scream at the top of their lungs, because if you refuse to kill one person, then you're intentionally, knowingly killing 5 other people, so you're actually not a good person. However, because I am willing to kill one person, I'm a better person than you. I'm morally superior than you. But that's just the trolley problem. It's like the most calm, demure of all moral dilemmas. There's a man named Jonathan Haidt, and he's got a lot of very uncomfortable moral dilemmas that people like to debate and familial ties with after long-standing fights about who's the better human. Take, for example, a family's pet is killed outside in front of their house. They had heard that roadkill meat is very delicious.
Wait.
This is a moral dilemma, okay? Family's pet killed outside, ran over by a car. The family had heard from previous conversations that roadkill meat is very delicious. So they bring in their family pet. Nobody is watching. Nobody knows the family is doing this. And they cook the family pet's meat and eat it for dinner. Nobody saw them do this. Did the family do anything morally wrong? Some will argue, well, it's gross. But that's not the question. Is it morally wrong? And then they'll say, well, I guess the pet is already dead and it's their family pet. So if anyone's going to be upset about the situation, it would be them. And it's not like they're encouraging other people by doing it. They're not posting it online. Nobody saw them do it. I mean,
that shit wrong, bruh. That's just fucking wrong. The fuck? Nigga, you look at fucking roadkill on the fucking street and you think that shit look good, nigga? You bring that shit in? Morally, is that wrong? Or nigga, that shit is wrong morally and in general. The fuck?
asks, then consider this. A man goes to a supermarket once a week, buys a chicken, a dead chicken. And before butchering the chicken, he has intimate relations with the chicken, and then he cooks it and eats it by himself. He does not share the food with anyone. He does not share the kitchen with anyone. He has no young kids in the house. Nobody sees him do this. He is a single man who does this in his free time. The question is it morally wrong?
Who is this guy?
He's like he's an author. He's I believe.
Yo, now chat, we look, you gotta answer that question. Like, yo, and I hate that we have to, well, not that we have to, because I just want to get into it. Are you wrong for fucking a chicken before you cook it, and then you cook it, and then you eat it by yourself? Are you wrong for that? Are you wrong for that? Yeah. Necessarily, right? When we're talking about it, you're not wrong in the way of, let's say, you're not wrong in the way of having people like witness you do this. You're not wrong by that. You're wrong as, I guess it depends on a person's morals, or pretty much. Like, morally, I guess it's like it's a perspective thing. Like, to me though, bitch, you're wrong. You're beyond wrong. What the fuck? But like, to them, this is like probably just something that they do. And then again, it's like, that's their little secret to themselves. I mean, they would never have a moment in their life where they would be like, yeah, guess what? I fucking fucked the chicken and like cooked it and then ate it by myself. Ha ha ha! Like, no. They would never have a point in time in their life where they would ever have to tell another soul that. So they would just keep it to themselves. I don't know. That's wild though. That's, to me, that still makes them wrong. But also, can we also get into one more important factor about all of this? Why is this nigga, like, why is this dude trying to make all these points? I mean, I guess we're gonna find that out when we watch the video. Raven, let's watch the video. Yeah. Anyway.
I believe he's a professor as well.
I got it.
And the question is not, is it gross? The question is not, would you do this? Do you want to be friends with Chicken Man? The question is simply, is it morally wrong?
Everyone knew Ed Gein was different, but this is a nightmare.
I just can't imagine that.
Absolutely horrific.
Yes, it is.
This is, side note, also why you cannot have philosophy majors over for dinner, because...
And also, no one hop on my shaft about having YouTube Premium, or whatever the fuck it's called, because I'm not paying for that.
Would just end up in a bloodbath.
Not until I blow up. Not until I blow up. I'm not paying for it.
Argue that this is an efficient use of natural resources. Others would say that there's a lack of respect being shown to a former living, breathing creature, which they would deem personally morally wrong. That's what they're saying. Then comes another moral dilemma. Okay, then hold that thought. So you think the act of doing this to a dead chicken, because that chicken was once alive at some point, is wrong, then I mean, you could also argue that you shouldn't be eating chickens, and then the only people that could have that argument would be vegans. But if you're not a vegan, then how can you have that argument? Then comes another moral dilemma. So let's say a woman is cleaning out her closet. She finds an old flag of whatever nation you're part of, or whatever nation you have the utmost respect for, whether that be the American flag, the South Korean flag, whatever. It's a national flag. She finds it, she has no use for it, doesn't want it anymore, so she cuts it up into pieces and then uses it as a rag to clean her toilet. Nobody looks through her bathroom window, nobody finds out, she doesn't post it on social media as some sort of message to the youth. It's not a statement of any kind, it's just, well, I was either gonna A, throw it away, and it's mine. I can do what I want with my possessions. And I mean, isn't it better to reuse things than just throwing it away? Some will say the chicken is a no-go, but the flag is fine. But others argue that flags can hold very symbolic meanings for a large population of people, such as veterans, perhaps even more so than the symbolism of a grocery store chicken that people will be eating regardless. Then others argue, just because we independently have our own views about something, does that make others morally wrong when their views are not the same, even if they're technically not hurting someone? Where does the morality end? When they start hurting people, or just the idea, the concept? But who comes up with where that concept is? Side note, if you've ever had the desire to be the very annoying dinner party guest, his book is really good. It's called Righteous Mind. Is
it filled with these questions?
Yeah, and it's filled with how his students...
High key, I'm gonna take a picture of this. Because I like... Something that y'all will like... well, something to know about me. I just love pretty much anything like mind-boggling, mind-fucking... I love psychological, anything, just make you think, questions. I like asking people questions too. I love answering questions. Like, that's just me. Like, I'm very, like, analytical. So I definitely just took a picture of that book because it looked interesting. I'll be real.
Respond, and it's just, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, there's like a cockroach dilemma. There's incest dilemmas.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, it even goes into how a lot of people will first, this is what he says in the book of, it's interesting because when you ask people these questions about these moral dilemmas, first people will be disgusted by the moral dilemmas. And you'll see it. And one of the first things that they do to justify their disgust, because they can't, I mean, maybe someone on the street, but when you're talking to a lot of like philosophy majors, it's hard to debate that some of these are morally wrong. Because it's just difficult. They're not hurting anyone. Nobody's finding out. It's not a statement. So what they do is they feel the disgust first, the emotion. And he says one of the first things that happens is they will find victims to justify their emotions, stating the family who eats the pet will get sick, or they're teaching their children dangerous behaviors, or the children are exposed to diseases by eating the pet meat. He's like, who said they had children?
That is so interesting.
Others say a neighbor who is a veteran is going to see the woman cutting up the flag and cleaning her toilet. And if he doesn't see that, he's going to see it peeking out of her trash can filled with doo-doo. And he's going to be very sad because he fought for that flag. Jonathan is like, we never said anyone was going to see it. In fact, I told you, nobody knows that this is happening. This is happening privately. So people will create victims to justify how they feel upset about a moral dilemma, which I thought was very intriguing. But that's not the point here. There are other interesting moral dilemmas, a bit lighter. So the cockroach one, because I see that you were interested, so I'm just going to tell you about it, okay? A professor has everyone drink a sip of apple juice. And all of them take a willing sip. They saw it come out of the juice can and they take a sip. Then he announces, I have here in this container a sterilized cockroach. We bought some cockroaches from the lab supply company. The roaches were raised in a clean environment and they have been sterilized once again in an autoclave, which heats everything so hot that no germs can survive. I'm going to dip this cockroach into the juice. Now will you take a sip? Why or why not? No. Well, one could argue that probably dirtier things have actually been in contact with most food products sold within our country. We just don't know about it. This actually happens to be completely sterile. But the problem with moral dilemmas, and it's so interesting because they also did one that was so fascinating. They got a group of students together. A ton of them were atheists, so they don't even believe in any sort of God or religion. And they asked, will you sign this piece of paper that I sign my soul over to this professor after my death? But if this contract is null and void, this is not a legal contract. And they present it in front of the students, including the atheist students who don't believe that there's an afterlife, who don't really believe that your soul exists in any sort of form or even conceptually after death, and they refuse to sign it. They refuse to sign it.
Ain't that something though? Like, ain't that something? It's like, you're atheist, but you don't want to sign the contract. Like, that's the quickest way I feel like to gag a atheist, y'all. Like, to be honest, I think I would take a sip of the, I don't know, maybe I would, because it's like, it's sterile. it's literally sterile. So I mean, like, I guess I would do it maybe.
He's sick.
With this one though, with the contract, I just feel as though if I was an atheist, well, I can't even say that. But I mean, if just me, no, I ain't signing the fucking contract. Fuck that.
No.
You wouldn't.
No.
That's so interesting because you're not particularly religious or superstitious or.
But I know it will bother you, so it'll just be whatever.
So the problem with some moral dilemmas is that once you find an answer to the first moral dilemma, it leads to another moral dilemma, and then another one, until you're basically in this black hole of moral dilemmas. And that is today's case of Uncle Red. This case has led to at least 15 different conversations and debates about the morality of not just the case itself, but also the internet's reaction to the case. And it feels like a black hole that we're about to get stuck in. So at first glance, there is this list. The list looks like the top 10 list of men from the city of Nanjing. It's just a collage of 10 guys, a close-up of their faces, and it's ranked 1 through 10. If you see the collage, it's confusing because it has a little phrase accompanying each blurry photo of a man. Number 1 says, might as well guy. 2, Four Seasons guy. 3, Uncle Red Note Dreamboat. 4, half bottle of oil guy. 5, TikTok influencer sleep early guy. 6, muscle man. 7, watermelon guy. Number 8, the milk guy. Number 9, black leather jacket guy. Number 10, sister-in-law guy. Michelle's fiance, and Michelle is a pseudonym, is black leather jacket guy. Number 9 on the top 10 list, which is kind of hard to forget for Michelle because every single day, every second of every moment, everyone in her orbit, in her social sphere, just keeps sending her links to the collage of photos. Everyone calls your fiance the leather jacket guy. Well, I mean, her former fiance. It gets to be so much that she actually posts online. I took the video and I questioned my fiance and he went silent. I showed him the collage and currently we have notified both sides of our family. I went to the hospital to get checked for anything today and I'm still waiting for the results. We were together for almost 3 years. I really believed we'd make it all the way to the altar. Both families had met, they'd gotten along, and then the Uncle Red story broke and I couldn't even trust my own eyes. All the lies he told me suddenly felt hollow. I confronted him and you just shrugged and said, let's part on good terms. I'm sorry. As if those words could erase everything. At that moment, every bit of light I had carried for 3 years in my life shattered. Uncle Red, I was left wondering, what exactly was I to my fiance? Really, Uncle Red? She posted a screenshot of a video of her fiance, well now, ex-fiance, sitting in a black leather jacket, sitting on the edge of someone else's bed. And that's where the top 9, like the number 9 photo was pulled from. And same with the other 9 guys. They're all sitting on the same bed or they're all standing in the same room. Michelle apparently went through leather jacket guy's phone and he even had the chance to come clean. One of his friends messaged him, do you want me to tell your fiance or are you going to? He responded, huh? I don't think that's necessary. What do you mean? You're engaged and still doing this? You don't have shame? Netizens are commenting under Michelle's post. I'm so sorry, but your fiance was pretty good looking too. And I could tell. This happened twice, didn't it? Another one reads, all I can say is he was pretty handsome, so this makes it even more confusing. Others say, it's actually more confusing that he's only ranked number 9 on the top 10 list. I'm so lost. Another one in the top 10 list is a popular influencer on Douyin, which is China's TikTok. His videos have gone viral in Asia at least a few times solely for the reason that he's attractive. One of his videos, there's just comments that now read, you deserve better than Uncle Red. Why didn't you meet me before you met Uncle Red?
That's crazy.
So who the hell is Uncle Red? A middle-aged man allegedly catfishing straight men into coming to his house to have intimate relations. Uncle Red posts.
Y'all getting catfished by that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, hold on.
You deserve better than Uncle Red. Why didn't you meet me before you met Uncle Red?
That's crazy.
So who the hell is Uncle Red? A middle-aged man allegedly catfishing straight men into coming to his house.
Y'all are getting catfished by this? Yo. Yo. Y'all are getting catfished by that? Nigga, bro. Any person that said they got catfished by that just wanted to get catfished by that. I'll repeat myself again, Dr. Umar style. Any person that says that they got catfished by that just wanted to get catfished by that. My nigga, because like I'm sorry, and I'm really not trying to be disrespectful. Like towards, well, actually, I think we should be disrespectful to this person. Actually, did they do? Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they did something that we're gonna find out of whatever measure. But I mean, bro, you're getting catfished. One more time. I don't even want to full screen it yet. Well, actually, let me full screen it. Fuck it. This is what niggas was getting catfished by. If you think that your nigga wouldn't go for an ugly bitch or a bitch that's uglier than you, bitch, you're mistaken. You're mistaken. You would think that your nigga has good taste because he got you. And you know, sometimes relationships get into the whole conversation of, oh yeah, like I've had ugly exes, but trust, they would go back. Especially if niggas find time to go to that. The fuck? Imagine finding out that you got cheated on, right? And the bitch that you got cheated on by was that? That ain't even a bitch. That ain't even a bitch. It's like, if you think, and this is just a overall thing, if you think that your nigga's not going, like, or any nigga for that matter, isn't going, they're gonna fucking go. Bitches too. We're going. Hashtag easy. And this is as easy as, hold on, what? Now I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Nigga, you gotta be easy as fuck to go for this. Nigga, you gotta be easy as shit.
Have intimate relations. Uncle Red poses as a woman online, and he will invite these straight men over, and all of their intimate reactions are secretly recorded. It has been reported by many Chinese mainstream media news outlets and then later debunked by police, but nobody believes it, that about 1,691 men fell victim to this illegal recording scam.
Wait. Hold on.
Mainstream media news outlets and then later debunked by police, but nobody believes it, that about 1,691 men fell victim to this illegal recording scam. Uncle Red appears.
You're telling me almost 2,000 fucking people got like that by that thing? That creature? Blood. It don't matter. It really don't matter. Like, if you thought that ugly people don't get recognition, bro, not even ugly people, Well, yeah, no, ugly people. I'm gonna be real. If you think that ugly people don't get recognition and then they don't get dick down and they don't get fucking pussy or whatever, they do. Every time. Every time. But the fact that it's fucked up though, like that, to find out that you're secretly being recorded, that's some creep ass shit though. Like, I'm gonna be so real with you, like that's some creep ass shit. Is very weird. Don't think that me making fun of this shit is also like moving to the, like pushing it to the side that I'm like condoning that shit. I'm not fucking condoning that shit. I'm not. Fuck, that's weird, nigga. If you're recording unconsensually, it's a crime. It's a crime. So, yeah, I'll be fucking damned. The fuck? Nigga fucking record me unconsensually. Like, what the fuck?
To have a very strict routine prior to live streaming. It's a ritual, if you will. The first is finding the palest color of foundation readily available for human use, slathering it all over his face, and pairing that uniquely with the reddest of red lipsticks, always remembering to overline his lips. It's a rather low effort, minimal routine that does create kind of a striking appearance. Now, side note, the filters on Douyin are good enough that not much more is that necessary. The next step of his process includes putting on a dress shirt, a silky blouse usually, and then a long, flowy maxi skirt. He puts on a short bob.
That's so scary, bro. That's so scary. Yo, that's so scary. Did you see how it was moving? Did you see how it was moving, bro? Like, bro. That genuinely put a tear in my eye, bro. I got goosebumps to a whole other level, bro, because it's like, oh my god, bro. Let me go back one more time, bro.
The reddest of red lipsticks, always remembering to overline his lips. It's a rather low effort, minimal routine that does create kind of a striking appearance. Now, side note, the filters on Douyin are good enough that not much more is that necessary. The next step of his process includes putting on a dress shirt, a silky blouse usually, and then a long, flowy maxi skirt.
What was it doing? What was it doing? Why was it like, what was it doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Because it's like, bro, imagine living in a world like, okay, imagine living in a world where you're like your grandparents. Cause like, you know how people be making fun of people's grandparents and being like, oh, like my grandparent would believe that this AI video is real. Imagine being one day you get randomly put in their shoes, not necessarily being them, but you get put in their shoes where you genuinely just can't tell the difference between a catfish or anything like that, or a fucking AI scam or anything, whatever. Imagine just not being able to tell, like, that's just not okay. Like, and again, I'm not trying to diss people for being attracted to what they're attracted to at the end of the day, because if you think that's a woman, but they're not even like portraying as a trans woman though. That's like the thing. They're not portraying as a trans woman, because if it was a trans woman, that's a woman at the end of the day. But if it's the fact that he's a man, he, him pronouns. It's a man portraying as a woman. I know you can see the features just a little bit. Like, I know you see it. You're like, you know. But imagine just being so out the loop to that point where you wouldn't know if that's like an actual woman or not. And then y'all all aren't felt susceptible to doing sexual stuff. Y'all just gay. Y'all just gay. Talking about some, oh, yeah, like, I fell in love with a woman, but then I found out he had a dick, and then, you know what I'm saying, now we just here, and now I'm gonna just have to hung. Bro, y'all just gay, and that's okay. Like, nothing wrong with it. Anyways, chat, I'm sorry. Like, I'm dramatic as shit. I'm dramatic as fuck, y'all. But it's really because it's like, it's scary. Like, it's scary. Like, imagine, bro. Imagine not even being catfished for, like, what I'm trying to say. Not even, it'd have been more different if it was like, okay, finding out that it's just a trans woman. You know what I mean? But then just finding out it's just some fucking creepy ass nigga that just got women clothes and blouses and fucking skirts in his fucking shit. And he's doing it to record it and be weird to fucking people. Like, what the fuck?
Puts on a short bob, a wig. It's a wig. It goes down a little past his shoulders. He's got bangs covering his eyebrows, and it's a unique combination of design choices that are confusing, mainly because Uncle Red decides the day that he joins Douyin, he's actually going to go into making thirst traps.
Really?
Bro, what? That was a fucking... Wait, bro. You can't tell me that was a thirst trap, bro. Let me go back a little bit.
Mainly because Uncle Red decides the day that he joins Douyin, he's actually going to go into making thirst traps.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on, though. I can't lie. Hold on. He might be a little T. He said... Like, he was getting down with it. I can't lie. He was getting down with it. All right, let me stop fucking around. Let's actually watch this.
That's, I mean,
because we only. Oh my god, bro. Chat. Oh my god. I'm not gonna. Chat. I can't lie to you. I can't look at that. Like, I'm gonna keep it paused. Hold on. I gotta go back to the screen. I gotta go back to the screen. I know I just said that I was gonna we're gonna watch the video and everything. But I'm genuinely getting scared. Like this nigga, he got a genuinely scary face, bro. Like, and I'm sorry, like, and I'm sorry if I'm just being a dickhead, but like, you can't tell me that's not nightmare fuel, bro. Like, I can't, like, especially that freeze frame that I just caught him in. Hold on, the fucking frame that I just caught bro in here, bro. That's scary as fuck. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have a nightmare with that nigga, bro. Bro, hold on. Let me just. Lord God, please make sure that I do not, and I mean do not, have any nightmares with that man, because genuinely it's going to hurt my heart if I do. Thank you. Amen. Because, whoa, like, oh my god, like, it's so
Tyre is
creepy.
interesting. He never wears anything provocative ever, and it doesn't work, at least not in the traditional sense. Uncle Red is for 3 years on Douyin. The mass audience has no clue who this person is. Nobody knows Uncle Red until he gets arrested. But that's not the end game. It appears that Uncle Red joins Douyin for the purpose of getting DMs from men, which I say with respect for half the world's population. Lots of respect, lots of love. It's typically something that you can achieve even if you're aggressively doing nothing. Naturally, Uncle Red starts getting lots of DMs from men.
But like, what kind of thirst trap is he posting at that point? You're gonna get into that?
Yeah, so the thirst traps are not thirst traps in the way that you would typically imagine. So when you think thirst traps, you're thinking about costumes
like
and dancing. Yeah, and like lots of skin A lot of guys are attracted to Uncle Red's softness. It's alleged that he uses a voice change filter and he knows how to talk to guys. Sometimes he would take calls from his viewers, and one male viewer, seemingly familiar with Uncle Red already, is asking, "You still haven't slept yet?" Uncle Red responds, "I just ate lunch. How can I fall asleep?" "Oh, why aren't you sleeping yet?" I don't know. I just haven't slept yet." "Then can I ask you a question?" "Go ahead. What kind of question is it?" "It's about a man." "Sure, go ahead." "My husband's private part is a little longer than my middle finger. Is that normal?"
你像我老公呢，他的硬起来比中指长一点，算不算正常？
That's the extent of his thirst traps.
Got it.
That's the conversation that wins a lot of guys over for Uncle Red. Side note, Uncle Red...
What? Y'all, Riz come in different forms, apparently. Apparently. And I think that's just the epitome of easy. I thought that our generation of like people were easy, and like we all like collectively make it humor, and that's just like our like generation's humor where we're just easy as fuck. But that's just like sorry easy as fuck.
Does not appear to be married, at least not anymore. He was once married to a woman, but they divorced. He has not since remarried, nor does he have a husband. But a lot of people like the idea that this is a woman who is not intimately fulfilled by her husband. And a lot of men want to say, let me show you what men do. That's
Got
the
it.
thirst trap.
I see.
Yes. Now, Uncle Red also does not have a good wig, because at one point during a live stream, it does slip off his head, revealing that not only does his foundation only go up to where the bangs cut off.
Wait, I've seen that photo. It's only the face. That's why, right?
I mean, but it's like half the forehead.
Yeah.
And he just has like a very short buzz cut hairstyle, which looks perfectly fine. But even so, Uncle Red's DMs start filling up, and it's rumored that Uncle Red, at least 1,691 men came to visit Uncle Red at his personal residence for intimate relations. So why is this a Rotten Mango episode? One of the first titles to come out of this incident, well, first of all, let me tell you why it is a Rotten Mango episode, because I've gotten hundreds of separate emails, while I was so deep in the Karen Reed case, and everyone is telling me about Uncle Red. And so I looked into it and I thought, okay, maybe it's not going to be the most complicated mind case because my mind was wiped, and then the minute that I got into it, it's just the moral dilemma conundrum. It made my brain spin because of how many different debates were taking place online.
Also, just like how viral this is on TikTok, and then in all of Asia, like every single country in Asia was.
Yes.
It's crazy. Like everyone's talking about this.
It's suspected that Uncle Red's bang, wig, pale skin, red lipstick, maxi skirt is going to be the #1 Halloween look in most Asian countries this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So one of the first titles to come out of this incident, and again, this is not me agreeing with the wording of this title, but like I said, it's important how the news is presented in this case. It translated reads, Nanjing 60-year-old man with a wig and a long skirt successfully attracts over 1,600 straight men. So it's a very strange title, and a company...
Like, low-key, she is a diva.
It is a collage of a bunch of guys' faces, and they don't look like mugshots considering half of them are looking down to the side, all different directions. Some of them are shirtless. Others look like they're in brief flashes of pain. Others look like they're in brief flashes of pleasure, but you can't really tell the difference. And it's a very weird visual to see so many random guys' faces in a collage. I mean, the background is so consistent that you have to consider that the idea that the pictures were all taken in the same place is a valid theory. And they are. All of these pictures were taken at Uncle Red's personal residence, where, like I said, almost 2,000 men have reportedly come to visit Uncle Red. That number will later be debated, but we will get to that. For 3 years, nearly every single day, Uncle Red has had visitors. live stream fan after live stream fan knocking on his door. And it's kind of difficult to pinpoint who watches Uncle Red's live streams. I feel like if you sat at the corner of his apartment building and made bets with the elderly neighbor who sits outside on the plastic chair every day, you would lose money, because sometimes it's a younger college kid that shows up hoodie and a backpack. Other days it's a slightly older, fitness obsessed looking muscle dude in a muscle shirt. Other days it looks kind of like a nerdy English tutor. Other days it looks like a middle-aged balding man. The only reason that
I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Red, you easy as fuck, girl. I will refer to you as sister, queen, boss girl, cunty, yeah. Miss Girl, I'm not gonna lie, you easy as pie, easy as Sunday morning. Yeah, easy like Sunday morning. Because, girl, you not. It'd be different if Buddy had a type. Nigga, you just fucking just the fuck, like, easy. Easy. Yeah. Cause what the fuck, bro, like, that's actually like crazy though, like genuinely, like that's fucking insane.
that you would really know that they're here to see Uncle Red is that they do not come empty-handed. The speculation online is that Uncle Red's house becomes a local legend through word of mouth. Uncle Red does social media, gets a few guys in the messages, but these guys then turn and tell all their friends, you need to visit Uncle Red's house. It's basically a steal, you know? What you get and what you give, it's not even comparable. It's basically free. All you have to do is bring a small gift, a household necessity, a bottle of peanut oil from the grocery store, that's $3. A single watermelon, which depending on the season in Nanjing is $2 to $5, or a packet of milk.
Niggas was tricking. Like, no. Cause okay, I was definitely talking shit about Miss, you know, Mr. Red before, but genuinely, that's a diva right there. Because it's the fact that like every nigga is coming with something. Let's really analyze the situation real quick. You're catfishing. You're catfishing men. You're not even trans, but you're catfishing men, straight men, right? To come over and all sorts of shit. They find out that you're a man, and I feel like it's not even catfishing because I just feel like they know that you're a man because like look at you. I just know that you're a man. Like I don't know. Like I could just tell. Anyways, but he gets almost 2,000 men to come over to the fucking crib to crack, and then they call their homeboys, they call their peoples, they call people that they know. You need to visit Mr. Red, but don't come empty-handed. This motherfucker is getting, and mind you, peanut oil, mind you, household regular shit. Like keeping her good, like keeping sister, queen, boss girl good. And now that we paused on this screen, why is this nigga? I don't know if, hold on, is my camera blocking it? I hope my camera not blocking it, but this nigga coming in here mad comfortable with the fucking PJs too. He came in with the fucking, yeah. Anyways.
That you can get on sale, whatever. Just bring a bag of spinach if you must, which someone does. Just bring something to show gratitude for the host. And most likely what you get in return is what netizens refer to as, quote, full service. Undoubtedly, a lot of these guys find this to be a practically free exchange. I mean, a lot of the stuff you can find in your own freezer. They put in zero emotional effort, no dates, no paying for dinners, no relationships, no strings attached, and they don't have to pay for the services because Uncle Red is willing to do it in exchange for a half-filled Dasani water bottle of peanut oil. In fact, a lot of streamers will barely give their top donors the time of day unless they're dropping thousands of dollars on them, let alone meet up with them in person. But Uncle Red's fan service, if you will, is so good that Uncle Red will take anyone in. These are how netizens are saying they think that this whole scam started, this whole crime started. Uncle Red won't even make fun of you for buying a $3 bottle of oil and taking half of it and giving Uncle Red only half the bottle of oil. Instead, Uncle Red will guide the men to the tiny thin mattress in the corner and spend about 30 minutes with them. Now, up until this point, all of this is consensual. Like, these men are coming to Uncle Red's house. They're not being forced to stay there. They're not being forced to partake in any intimate relations or activities. So all of this, like, no part of this so far is a crime. Some of these men may have realized that the market price and what Uncle Red are offering is kind of a steal. It's a good bargain. Uncle Red's apartment is difficult to find, but even then, still a bargain. It's a basement unit, and it's dimly lit. Kind of has a bunkerish feel to it, which is what netizens say. I will say it's very sparsely furnished, just a collapsible table, mini fridge, a bed, and a built-in closet with a sink next to it and a bathroom off to the side. It's not exactly homey, but some of the guys have to turn on their phone flashlights to even find the door to Uncle Red's unit. And we know this because a lot of them are captured on the video walking in with their phone flashlight on. But it's seemingly worth it, because right when they walk in, Uncle Red will place pink slippers in front of them. Sometimes Uncle Red will even wash fruit, cut the fruit, make small talk, make the guys feel comfortable, and then they get into the festivities for free. Well, for the price of a watermelon. But there is a saying that a lot of people use in marketing, which is, if it's free, that means you are likely the product. Because in the middle of Uncle Red's apartment is a tiny little hole. And hiding inside that tiny little hole is a hidden camera. And when these men leave, Uncle Red pulls out the SD card, starts importing the footage to go through. Even in illegal businesses, there seems to be some sort of quality control, because Uncle Red will sort through the footage, cutting out the, quote, boring parts and the not exciting parts, trim down the hidden camera footage to just the highlights, which includes the men walking in with a grocery store gift in their hand, awkwardly saying hello, Uncle Red saying hello, hugging them, and then the opening line for almost every single 1,000+ guests is along the lines of, did you wash yourself first? Go clean yourself. They will then be escorted to the bathroom like a stray dog, where you hear the water turn on, they rinse themselves, walk out, and there are pink slippers awaiting them. From there, the camera captures them unzipping, receiving, and...
Okay, alright. Yes. Is it weird that they were like recorded? Yes. And I will continue to say this throughout this whole video until the end of the stream. Yes, 1000% is weird as fuck. However, you can't say that she ain't clean. Like, okay, yes, she's dirty in the sense of like not like I wouldn't know if she's physically dirty, but it's like, she want to make sure that the niggas that she fucking with is clean. Like, bro, like, I fucks with you, Mr. Red. Like, hunty girl, boss girl, cunty queen. Like, yeah, like, it's disturbing, like, you're recording me. But, bitch, she going correct. She said, nigga, are you clean? Oh, take a shower. And I got you some fucking slippers, nigga. I'm the shit. Like, come on. Like, what?
Then none of their faces are blurred. None of their identities are hidden. And Uncle Red is selling these videos, this massive collection of videos in Telegram group chats.
Oh! My God. Oh my God. Yo, I didn't know that, I didn't know that, these were getting sold in group chats and sold to people or sold in general. I just thought that maybe Mr. Red got caught up doing something else, and then, you know, on some Euphoria shit with Nate's dad, how he got caught with the fucking drawer of, like, CDs and shit. I just would have thought that he just got caught up with the fucking CDs, and then, you know what I'm saying, then it's like, okay, that's illegal, you're locked up, blah, blah, blah. Or, like, one of the people that she fucked had, like, ended up seeing, like, his fucking stash of SD cards and, like, you know, videos of people, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that you're selling them, I mean, get your coin, I guess, but, like, that's crazy, though. Like, and I'm pretty sure And I'm pretty fucking sure. Like, if we're being completely honest, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be opposed to, like, being in the fucking video if you asked. Like Mr. Red, like, if you just ask these niggas, like, okay, do you want to, like, be in this recording? Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep it for my personal use. And then, you know what I'm saying? We hunch, and it, you know, like, yo, it would have been, yo. Mr. Red could have been making bank. Because, okay, all you really have to, like, just do is ask them, hey, do you want to create content? You don't have to show your face if you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, again, they were all straight men. You know what? Actually, scratch that. They probably wouldn't. I'm just realizing and thinking about it. No, they wouldn't be down for that because they're gay. And they were supposed to be straight, but they got caught up. So, like, you know, they definitely wouldn't be fucking down with that. Even if it wasn't with their face blurred. And, like, there's really no guarantee either if, like, the face was actually blurred or not. But, like, they wouldn't take that risk. At least I wouldn't.
News breaks of Uncle Red's arrest, and suddenly all of Nanjing and China are kind of going into a meltdown. The only reason I even first heard about this case, I mean, I did start getting hundreds of emails, but the very first time I heard about this case, my husband's sister came over, and she was trying to explain the story, and it looked like it was fundamentally changing the wiring of her brain. Like, she was losing her mind at not only the case itself, but also the internet's reaction to the case. Like, it was just everywhere. She said you can't even go onto any Chinese social media platform without this being the main conversation. Like, if you don't know Uncle Red, you don't know half the jokes people are making. You don't know what half the people are talking.
I just realized it's Uncle Red, not Mr. Red. I've been saying Mr. Red this whole time, but Uncle Red.
Talking about. It's you could post a video of your dog, and in the comments there will be references to Uncle Red or jokes about Uncle Red somehow fitted in there. It's like a cultural phenomenon. The more she knows about this case, the more questions. Like, for one, how did Uncle Red even get arrested? July of 2025, a man walks into the police station in Nanjing, China to report very simply that his private moments were secretly recorded and they're circulating online. He knows where the videos were taken, he knows who took the video, and he's going to lead the police straight to her. That's about all he says to the police. Police head to the basement unit of Uncle Red, they knock on the door, and since Uncle Red was not expecting any company, Uncle Red does not have his live stream fit on, and they realize, okay, this is a little confusing because the man who reported it to me said that this was a woman in a bunker type style basement unit who took these videos, but now I'm looking at a middle-aged man. Maybe it's his wife, but it's not, it's him.
Damn.
They promptly arrest him. And they realize that Uncle Red has likely made over $35,000 selling these videos in these group chats.
Damn! Big fucking money? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Uncle Red, like, come on. Like, Uncle Red, like, you had it all together. You had it all together. Like, genuinely, you had it all together. You had the money. You had the niggas bringing shit to the crib before they crack. You had niggas wrapped around your finger, bro. You had niggas coming in on that. Your biggest fuck up was you doing this shit unconsensually, like unconsensually recording the actions that y'all did. The fuck, dude? The fuck? You know what you could do with $35,000 in this economy? In the state of the economy? Uncle Red, nigga. Come on, bro. Damn it. Uncle Red. Fuck. Like, 35,000? Fuck.
Which could explain why Uncle Red perhaps did not have a deep yearning to receive expensive gifts from the men that came over.
Yeah, she didn't give a fuck because she was up. She was up. The fuck? She didn't give a fuck because guess what? She was making a bag regardless. If she wasn't selling those fucking videos or she wasn't recording my nigga, Uncle Red, you would have to pay for the box. For the lockbox. Trust and fucking believe. If Uncle fucking Red was not selling, if Uncle Red was not selling those fucking videos, you would have to pay for the lockbox. you have to pay for the lockbox. Off rip, you have to pay for the fucking lockbox. Like, because that ain't paying the fucking bills. And then I wonder what, and I hope Stephanie finds out what that money was used for, because I'm curious now. Like, what was it, like the beautification? Because girl, no. Matter of fact, Uncle Red, I have so many questions, and I have a bone to pick with you though, because it's like, you could have 35 bands, nigga. You could have invested in some fire ass wigs. You could have invested in some fucking nice little dresses, nice little crop tops, little, you know what I'm saying? Body yaddy stuff. You could have accentuated this stuff. But here's my thing. This is why you'll never be a gal, cause a gal is always innovative. A gal is always innovative when it come down to it. Because that's that man shit. Because me personally, when I think, okay, I got 35 bands, I'm obviously gonna buy the things I need or whatever, but some of the money is going to my drip so I could get more niggas. Like, what? It would have to, because the fucking fits that this nigga got is just so ass. It's so ass. Like, it's genuinely the most assest shit I've like seen, especially for a catfish. But I mean, clearly, actually, matter of fact, let me shut my ass up, because clearly it's not ass if almost goddamn like 2,000 fucking men, like, you know, fell for it. So let me shut my ass up. Like, gagged. Like, we put it just simply because gagged. Yeah. Like, and I know, I fucking know, if Uncle Red was in front of me right now, he would gag me and say that shit to me, to my face. I know he would say that shit to my face. Like, bitch, well, it's working for me, ho. It's working for me. Like, let me shut the fuck up. Let's keep watching.
Well, okay, this is where I, again, get a little bit confused by the internet reaction, because I will say the selling of the videos online is reminiscent to other cases that we've covered, such as Enthrim. I don't know if it compares in severity, and I don't think it would be appropriate to compare the severity of certain cases. However, the business idea is similar in the sense Uncle Red will join a Telegram group chat or start one. He will charge $20 for a video in the group chat. After spending $20, if you want to see other videos or more videos, instead of receiving further payment, Uncle Red will ask that you invite 3 people into the group chat that will be willing to spend $20. So it seems like a very well thought out business plan. It's a referral program for new customer acquisition, which what can only be described as Uncle Red's blooming illegal video criminal enterprise. July 5th, 2025, authorities in Nanjing released a brief statement that they have put an end to said illegal video sharing by Uncle Red. Within hours, news of this arrest starts trending, which would make sense if Uncle Red was a famous live streamer that had just gotten arrested, but that's not the case. Because within hours, Uncle Red's arrest is at the top of the trending list. 89 separate media outlets have started reporting on the case, and in just 3 hours, 350 million people have clicked on any article regarding Uncle Red.
Jesus.
Someone that the entire country had no clue even existed.
Like, you heard, bro. Yo, bro in the background talking about some dang. Because, like, for real, like, dead ass.
2 seconds ago.
300 million clicks?
350 million clicks in 3 hours.
Whoa.
Interestingly enough, this is where things get weird and controversial, because people have very wild reactions to the whole case. First, people are doing the math. 1691, that's about 2,000 men, gone to Uncle Red's house in 3 years. That's about 1.5 men per day, with speculative reports estimating that there's about 5 terabytes of footage out there, which equates to about 3,000 hours of footage. That's a lot of activity. And that's not him even, I mean, he's got to lure these men somehow, so he's talking to people online. Let's say it takes about an hour to at least talk to someone to the point where they can come over to your house and do those intimate relations. I mean, this is like a full-time job. Most of the videos are also the same, which depicts Uncle Red performing oral activities on the guest, and then usually unceremoniously Uncle Red will turn around without taking off any clothing, just lifting up the back of his maxi skirt, and then just like backing up into the man in question. Now, this is the part where I report to you all of the internet reactions regarding Uncle Red. And again, am I saying that these are appropriate reactions to a situation like this? No.
Wait a minute. Wait a fuck. Let me get this straight. So basically, is it that this long ass skirt? Because I'm trying to understand how, I'm trying to wrap my head around how almost 12,000 people got catfished by a fucking dude in IRL. I'm trying to think about how I can word this. Did Uncle Red just lift up his skirt and just plop on it? So then they didn't even get the chance to even see if you had a dick or a pussy or anything. Like, you just fucking, you went, huh? Boom! Like, you just went, you just got up and plopped your shit on there, and then they didn't even question it. Like, damn, like, damn, Uncle Red, I didn't know you get it like that, Uncle Red, like, that. What the hell? That motherfucker, hold on, that motherfucker must be loose than a bitch. That motherfucker must be loose as hell. Like, Uncle Red, what the fuck?
That's not at all what I'm saying. I am just here to tell you what people have been saying online, what the general consensus has been, the types of memes that have come out of this, just so you understand the full totality of this case. The initial reaction across China seemed to be a mixture of shock, rage, and confusion. But with a lot of women, particularly on Douyin, on TikTok, that are just squinting at the collage of men's faces, praying that they don't see a boyfriend, fiance, husband.
They don't want to see their nigga. They don't want to see their nigga. They don't want to see their nigga. Bitch, I would be sick. I would be fucking sick. Because again, the community, the way that people communicate and stuff like that in other countries and stuff like that is completely different. Like in like Asian speaking countries, like, they're completely different. Like, their collective of people that they hang around is very small. So it's like off rip. Let's say, imagine in your small town, you find out there's a nigga that's secretly recording almost 2,000 straight men getting sucked up and getting rode on. Almost 2,000 men in a small town. Of course, the first thing that you're thinking about is, damn, I gotta make sure if my nigga is on this list or not. Or if my nigga's face is any of these niggas. Real shit. How do you go about that? Like, if you're on the news, like for doing some crazy shit like this, like, and let's say on the other end there's a person that ends up wanting to know if their nigga is in there. Like, is there a way that, like, you could go to the police station and, like, have them identify that? Like, yo, like, just to make sure, is my nigga in any of the 2,000 said people, almost 2,000 said people that he had intercourse with? Because, like I would want to know, genuinely, because real shit, you can't rely on, like, them to tell the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? They can't even be honest with themselves that they're gay. They can't even be fucking honest with themselves that they're fucking gay, dude. So it's like, why? Like, I would have to find out from the fucking cops. Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
A boyfriend, fiance, husband, dad, whoever. Some even go online to report, hey, so I did find my dad in one of the thumbnails, and I don't know if I'm supposed to tell my mom. I need.
Oh my god. Bro, I didn't even think about it like that either. Like, with the fucking kids, bro. Yo, imagine finding your pops. You find your fucking pops on this shit. Yo, nigga, the way, if I found out that my fucking parent got caught up by Uncle fucking Red, bro, I'd be sick on the close friends, nigga. I'd be sick as fuck. I'd be putting on the close friends like, bro. My fucking pops just got caught up by Uncle Red, nigga. Like, oh my god, my dad is gay. Like, no, bro.
Advice. Others say, okay, well, at least yours is kind of a more simple situation where you should probably tell your mom. For me, it's different because I found...
And then it's like breaking that news to your mother? Oh my god.
My colleague. A lot of people report finding their colleague or brother or someone that's like distant enough that you definitely don't want to confront them with it. You have nobody else to talk to about it. And now you're just stuck with this information. One comment reads, I was here for the drama, but then I found my brother-in-law in one of those pictures.
Oh.
And we thought he was working, but turns out he was at Uncle Red's house and he showed up with a carton of milk. So that's very awkward. On Chinese dating apps right now, and again, is this appropriate? That's not up for me to decide. I'm just letting you know. The biggest red flag that a lot of Chinese women state is that if a man writes that they are from Nanjing, even though it's a massive city with 9 million people, they think it's inappropriate. One netizen shared her dating profile, which reads, requirements for boyfriend. 1, not from Nanjing. 2, must not have been to, stopped by, or traveled through Nanjing in the recent years. The comments under her post are agreeing with her, writing, yeah, I'm not going to date Nanjing men in the foreseeable future. I'm also going to abstain from those who have...
See,
Everyone knew Ed Gein was different, but
Hold
this is
on,
a
'cause
nightmare.
I just can't imagine that.
Absolutely horrific.
like,
even stop.
off rip though, let me pause this because off rip, yes. Like, if it was, and I'm thinking it was a small town. No, this is not a small town. There's millions of people here. And I mean, though, yes, like, I can understand where they'll still be like, yeah, like, slight little red flag. You're from, I don't want to pronounce the place wrong, but it's like, yeah, like, I'd be scared too. It's so crazy. I was playing Among Us before though. Whenever like the clip whenever the stream comes back, you will definitely see it. But whatever. Let's continue.
By Nanjing for work. Other netizens expressed just sudden disinterest in men completely, writing, I've just been uninterested in men these days. When I look at them, I just...
Like, but that's what I was saying pretty much. Like, the whole point of what I was trying to get at. If I find out that there's just 2,000 straight men that got caught up with a gay man in my town, I would be a little... Well, not in my town, but like in let's say a neighboring town, like I would be scared too. Like, damn, I'm not going there. To like they turned out over there. Like, you feel me?
I feel like all of them have slept with Uncle Red. I don't know what
Not
exactly
dead ass,
that
though.
means. I don't know.
Dead ass, because dead ass. You would have to start thinking that all the niggas that are there has fucked with Uncle Red, because these are all the ones that were just recorded. You gotta think about how many niggas he's fucked before he started recording. Before he started recurring. That nigga, yo, everyone's relatives got caught up. Everyone.
If it's the fact that 1,691, you get it. But another one writes, does anyone understand my pain? When I walk around Nanjing, because I'm from Nanjing, I just feel like every guy I see, I just picture them with Uncle Red instantly. I just look at them. With the consensus being on many Chinese platforms that the biggest diss that you can throw at someone is telling them that their husband or father is from Nanjing. There have been lots of memes that have occurred from this case and this situation. I mean, you know, when you travel to a new city, there is a TripAdvisor must-eat list on there. Well, on there, the #1 must-eat list is a 38-year-old man, which, side note, a lot of initial reports stated that Uncle Red was 60 years old. He's not 60, he's 38 years old. But it is must-eat 38-year-old man named Uncle Red. And then the Red Gate banquet list goes viral. People have given nicknames and created these AI videos. A lot of people have dubbed Uncle Red. And again, this is where if you look up this case, you're going to see a lot of these references online. And I'm not saying that these are appropriate, but a lot of people have dubbed Uncle Red Nanjing Zero online, which I was thinking, okay, there has been discourse that we're going to cover in a second about perhaps there being not enough usage of protection and things that can deter you from getting an STD. So maybe they're calling him Nanjing Zero because they're trying to make some sort of joke or some sort of meme about him being patient zero, and he's like passing on things to other people because they're just all doing it willy-nilly, like all 2,000 of them. But
Yeah.
I came to the very interesting conclusion that zero in China refers to bottoms,
Yes.
and one refers to tops. And Tiffany and I, my sister-in-law and I, had a very uncomfortable conversation where she was like, okay, so let me explain.
What's
and it
funny
was just,
is Tiffany didn't know what top and bottom means. She actually only knew what 1 and 0 means.
yeah,
So it's like you have to double translate what top and bottom means to her, and then
That's
she's like, "Oh
crazy.
yeah, that's
What a
1
cultural
and that's
difference.
0."
and then I had to double check that this was not like an offensive term in China. And then she was like, no, she was showing me these douyin videos of guys who are like, oh, I'm a 1, and then it's like thirst traps. So I was like, okay, it seems like a normal
Yeah.
thing that they talk about. But that has become another meme. And there has been, aside from the chaos and discrimination, it's not even just stopping at men from Nanjing, but also fitness men. So remember the 1 through 10 ranking that there was? Those are the top 10 men that netizens find the most interesting and or appealing from Uncle Red's guest list, if you will. And they have been ranked. I'm not even going to go on to what it's like to rank victims of these intimate videos being leaked, but it's been done, and these have been circulating, and everybody has been referencing them. Number 3 on the top 10 list for Uncle Red is actually a pretty famous fitness influencer on the app,
Damn.
Red Note, Xiaohongshu.
Xiaohongshu,
And it's relatively easy for netizens to connect the dots because even when he went to go see Uncle Red, he's wearing this black Under Armour shirt with a big white bull on the front and a pair of Adidas Ultra Boosts that he always wears in his fitness videos, and he has a very distinctive look. And after these videos leaked online, he changed one of his social media bios to just read, I've already filed a police report, my life is a mess, and I'm planning to leave Nanjing for another city. Stop sharing the leaked footage. Then, ranked number 2 out of the 10 is someone netizens have dubbed the 4 Seasons man. Because a lot of netizens, after this news broke out, they actually, it's like the Barbara Streisand effect. It's what happens in a lot of crimes like this is people will go out and seek the footage afterwards. It draws more attention to said footage, and people have been piecing together who is who and what is what. And I will say some netizens do say we have to do this because a lot of these people are not going to come forward. A lot of them are married, a lot of them have children, a lot of them have other partners
Thank
that
you.
may not know that they're visiting Uncle Red and may
Thank
want to get
you.
tested, or may not know that they're having other intimate relations.
Thank you, because I'm glad that we are also agreeing with that. Like, no nigga that generally had sexual relations with a dude that claims to be a straight man could ever come clean to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could never come clean and say that shit to their fucking wife or anyone. So, you know.
So that's kind of been one conversation of why they're scouring through the videos. Others say it's just for fun, which is a very morally debatable dilemma that we can go down. But there is one guide called the 4 Seasons Man, and it is because he has been seen in 4 different videos, and it's in each of the seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. And you can see in his attire, in one he is wearing full-on winter gear, thermal puffer jacket. Summer, he's wearing lighter clothes, and that man is visiting Uncle Red all 4 seasons.
Damn.
Then in first place, so a lot of the 1 through 10, they made the top 10 either because they're attractive, like the leather jacket guy that cheated on his fiance, or because of the unique gifts that they brought, i.e. Watermelon Man. But the number 1 place is I'm already here, might as well. And this has actually turned into a very famous phrase in lots of countries in Asia. That is what this man has been dubbed online. Netizens came up with this name because reportedly in the leaked video, it appears that when he gets to Uncle Red's house, he realizes that Uncle Red is probably an uncle. So Uncle Red goes by Sister Red online, and so he gets there and he's like, okay, I don't think this is Sister Red. So he starts confronting Uncle Red, asking, are you a man or a woman? Are you a man or a woman? And this is going to be another moral dilemma that we're going to go down, and lots of people have been having debates about it, but right now, pause on that. He's asking, are you a man or a woman? Uncle Red lies and says, I'm a woman, I'm a woman. He does not believe him. He's like, I don't believe you. So then finally, Uncle Red tells him, well, I'm going to call the police if you keep harassing me and asking me these questions. And he has this moment reportedly in the video where he thinks about it. He ponders it. And then he decides, you know what? I'm already here. I might as well. And the next frame of him that netizens have clipped from that video is of him in likely a moment of pleasure. So it's now become a meme, again, wildly inappropriate. Nevertheless, I'm just reporting on what's happened. A meme shows a screenshot of the video where you can see him pondering, looking very pensive. And then right after it, right under it, it shows him looking up at the ceilings with his hands resting on his hips, and he looks like he is enjoying the moment.
My thing is, nigga, you knew that was a man before you even went to that fucking house. Like, you seen, nigga. Don't ever try to act like, you know, you're better than you're better than the program. Nah, but like real shit though, like nigga, you knew what it was. Don't act oblivious. But the fact that he tried to lie on that shit too, like, I don't know. It's sick. Everyone's sick all around.
And it says, I'm already here. Something doesn't feel right, but might as well.
Yeah, in Chinese, like Lida Lida. Really viral.
These have gone very viral, and pretty quickly everyone found out who the might as well guy even is. He works as a teacher from one of the elite Shanghai kindergartens, and if you're wondering, a lot of people actually travel to Nanjing to meet up with Uncle Red.
A kindergarten teacher. A kindergarten teacher. A kindergarten teacher, bro. And then it's like, you can't judge what people do on their free time, because again, like, it all goes back to things being morally right. If it's morally right to you, or, you know, it's like, people have their things. People have their things that they fucking do on their free time. And then also have really real careers and are really actively incorporated in society. And in some cases, in your child's society. Like, little do you know, probably our fucking elementary school teachers probably could have been getting thrashed by, like, or just like getting like gangbanged. Like, bro, like, I don't know, like, but it's just so, you know, like, Alright, hold on, let me go back. Let's go back. We are making progress on this video. If you haven't already, you should consider on following the Twitch, or you should consider on following the Instagram raethedivaaa, because that's where I'm going to be posting my highlighted clips at and stuff like that. And then if you haven't already, follow Herbbay on the TikTok, because that is my main TikTok account. That's just me in general. It's just not like Twitch related things or, you know, content related things. It's just me be me. And, you know, that's where my makeup vids and all other stuff is gonna be at, but whatever. Let's continue.
Oh.
Yes. So the kindergarten that he works at, to go there, you have to send your child there, you have to pay $22,000 a year for kindergarten to learn how to count to, I don't know, 26. It costs $22,000 a year. But I digress. The most appalling revelation, however, is that he has a wife and children. So he quickly deactivates his accounts. Everyone thought that he was just going to disappear off the internet, focus on his personal life. But no, not long after, a new Douyin account pops up with who only netizens can describe as being the doppelganger of this man, posting workout videos in the similar fashion of the might as well guy before he deactivated his account. So comments start questioning him. Hey, did you know, just delete your old account and start a new one with a fake name? He has since vehemently denied it, stating that you must have the wrong guy, which the comments read, dude, it's totally you. Same shoes, same tank top, same everything. Way too recognizable. You got the same height, same build, same everything. He too has a bit of a buff build and typically liked to post his workout selfies and shirtless photos on social media before everything blew up,
Yeah, so
which
niggas
has
know the
now
physique.
cemented this joke in a lot of netizens' minds that if you post shirtless workout selfies, then you remind everyone of Uncle Red's type, which are young, buff dudes. So now, under random fitness influencers' videos, there are comments that read, hold on, let me check my dictionary first. And the new term dictionary means the collage of men from Nanjing.
Damn.
1,000 men pictures. Another one reads, please put your shirt back on, we're not in the mood these days. Another one reads, show this to Uncle Red, you're his type. Another one says, what number are you for Uncle Red? Another says, brother, please stop showing off. Everyone is trying to find out which one you look like. Another reads, either put your shirt on first. Currently, we feel nothing. The moment we see someone flexing muscles, all we can think about is whether or not you have kissed Uncle Red. Or another one that simply states, let's not talk about whether or not you are popular. First, you need to tell us if you've been to Nanjing. To which some netizens find the whole social discourse very confusing, and they comment, imagine being a fitness guru right now. They write, quote, overnight, the thirst trap men watched their skies fall down. It's said that if you post fitness content and you're from Nanjing, you're almost obligated to add in your bio, have never seen Red Uncle. So, example, there is an online user, a fitness guru from Nanjing called Chestnut Loves Spinach. That was his username. Now it's Chestnut Loves Spinach, parentheses, I swear I've never seen Uncle Red.
Nah, that's crazy.
End parentheses.
Niggas
So it's
gotta lock in
become
and
a
fucking
huge thing, and
themselves.
people are still making memes out of it. So there's this one incident, including a foreigner, and that incident has since gone viral because when Uncle Red sees his private parts, Uncle Red... It's just interesting, like the amount of discourse that has occurred from this case is vast, and it's vastly different depending on where you look. So for these people, they're saying this is almost like a social experiment and we should treat it as such. And a lot of netizens have psychoanalyzed each video and each reaction to Uncle Red's video. So for example, when this foreigner walks in, people say Uncle Red has finally solved the debate of if size matters. Because Uncle Red puts both of his hands out gasping and says, whoa, it's huge. And after they were done, Uncle Red paid him $14 for the experience. And the netizens state that even the foreigner looks confused and doesn't really appear to know what to do with the cash, with the $14. And then just to add more complexity to things, there are now AI videos that depict industry leaders visiting Uncle Red, including Jensen Huang of NVIDIA. I think it has to do with the fact that Jensen Huang, tech founder, has an obsession with black leather jackets, which happen to be from Tom Ford and probably cost lots of money, but that's like his Achilles heel, and it made him one of the more viral AI Uncle Red parodies in China, where he's coming to Uncle Red and giving him like an NVIDIA chip. Trump is also one of the AI videos. So people have created Lego sets for Uncle Red's place, which shows Uncle Red and men having intimate relations and a line of people waiting outside waiting to get in. Some of them are holding watermelons, bottles of oil. Some netizens comment it's not the most realistic, stating that there's too much oil because a lot of these guys would only bring half the container of oil. Yeah. Others point to the pink slippers, and they've made memes of this pink slippers with zoomed in pictures of it saying, no one feels sorry for the slipper. It has been worn by over 1,000 people. Others have gone to recreate Uncle Red's, quote, iconic look by donning a wig with bangs, throwing on a mask, silky blouse, and a long skirt. And I will say, you know what this discourse is reminiscent of? Again, I'm not comparing severity. I'm just comparing crime happens discourse that is so big and almost all on the same level of dark humor. It reminds me of all the baby oil jokes, where it's like the discourse is almost bigger than the case itself, and it's generally on the hee hee ha ha side and not the I'm gonna take this seriously side. So that's kind of what it's reminiscent of. So you have people recreating Uncle Red's iconic look, that's what they call it, by throwing on a mask, silky blouse, long skirt. There are fashion tutorials on how to achieve Uncle Red's makeup. Some clubs have even started adopting the Uncle Red memes with giant screens inside the club that read, anyone who is late with their round, dodges their shot, or doesn't focus on drinking is going to be sent straight to Uncle Red's house. That's what it says.
Oh my God.
There's just been a lot of reports and discourse and online conversations about the fact that Uncle Red was able to get so many men to come visit them. And in one video, according to reports, a foreigner is using an app. So foreigners will come, Uncle Red will use a translation app to even talk to them. There is nothing barring any guests from coming.
I'm not gonna lie, Uncle Red don't give a fuck. Okay? He don't give a fuck. If you speak a different language, if you don't understand, oh, you're getting got. Off rip. He gonna put, let me not get vulgar.
And having intimate relations with Uncle Red. Uncle Red seems to be open to anybody. And they will be using this app to translate the conversation. And at one point, the foreigner pushes the phone towards Uncle Red, who is talking into the phone near the foreigner's face. And netizens believe that Uncle Red has very bad breath because the foreigner keeps looking away, sneaking in breaths of fresh air. And at one point, he just straight up covers his nose with his hand. But the main comment reads, the way he's gagging and covering his mouth when Uncle Red is talking. To which the next comment reads, but he still didn't leave. And that is where the nickname that Uncle Red is an absolute manslayer comes about. And a lot of memes have spurred from the fact that netizens joke Uncle Red is eating better than them. They state that a lot of the men showing up to Uncle Red's apartment are young, good-looking, well-built guys that have a lot of people would have dated them. So why did they find Uncle Red instead of them? That's a huge conversation being thrown out. A new meme is where Uncle Red is using his tongue to try and pick out food that is stuck in between his teeth. And the words across the meme are, I'm eating better than you, sister. People start creating these AI videos of Uncle Red giving lectures, dating advice to women on how to capture, quote, good quality men. With the AI video showing someone who kind of appears to be Uncle Red in the same apartment, saying things such as, today I'm going to teach all my sisters how to get high quality household goods.
首先，我不要房，不要车，也不要彩礼，一个西瓜，一包纸巾，半桶花生油，我就很满足。希望不要成为男孩眼中的拜金女。第二，要给男人足够的情绪价值，哪怕3秒钟，不要夸他们很棒，提升他们的自信。
And I'm not gonna lie, I just we're gonna take a pause on the vid for a little sec, but honestly, I just don't. How can I put this in the words? I'm sorry. I'm so stuck right now, y'all. The fact of how fast shit like this spreads is crazy. And the way it's in the way that people joke, over there, bro. I would hate to get bullied in China or Japan or Korea or anywhere in Asia. I would hate to get fucking bullied or talked about on social media, because they will drag it to hell. Yes, us Americans, we drag shit to the pits of hell, but I would hate to get bullied publicly, or not even bullied publicly, but bullied publicly. I would hate to get bullied publicly like that, and to the point where people don't even want to fuck with you if you were from that place. Holy shit, bro, you literally fucked with everyone's dating life in that town. How do you feel? How do you feel? How the fuck do you feel? You just fucked up everyone's dating life in that town because you wanted to fuck around and fuck 2,000 people's niggas. You're a threat, unfortunately. And I'm glad, ho, that you were out there and not over here, because if you were over here, in the United States, or let alone Atlanta, niggas and niggas are DL in Atlanta. So it's we're already struggling because niggas are DL in Atlanta. So it's just I fear that Uncle Red would probably have got to majority of Atlanta niggas. I had to say it. I fear that Uncle Red would probably get to half of y'all Atlanta niggas because that's how DL y'all be. Like, genuinely. Like, even the amount of DL niggas that I feel like I fucked with, like, without even knowing that they were DL, but then realizing after, like, damn, they were probably a little DL. Like, I fear that they would also probably get yoked up by Uncle Red. That's just how I feel. Like, but on the resting note though, Uncle Red is a diva because 35 bands, 30. Okay, hold on, because let's just do the math real quick. $35,000, and then bank. That's really all. Bank, all around. Like, she, like, Uncle Red, like, bro. Real life. I need the method. Not whoa. I don't need that. I don't need the method with, like, recording niggas. No. I don't need the method with recording niggas. I don't need the method with recording niggas. I don't need the method with recording niggas. I don't need the method. I don't. I just would like the method with getting the bag, though. Actually, no, I don't. Maybe if Uncle Red had a PG. Well, not completely PG, but, like, not where I'm getting ran through. Fuck. Like, bro, is this really what it takes to get to a bag in this world? You have to be a e-thought to get what you want, and then be a thought IRL. Like, that's really what you have to do, bro. Like, real shit. Like, especially as a woman, like, as a OnlyFans is another topic for another day. But, bro, at an all-time high, because guess what? Like, jobs aren't fucking hiring, and niggas are horny, and niggas are in the house, and they're going to beat. They're going to fucking beat. Like, what the fuck? Well, anyway. Y'all, W stream so far though, like, even though this stream was really consistent of me just, like, yapping with myself, but, like, like, soon I hope that I would be appreciated in the future, and then y'all would be like, damn, like, chat is not moving, chat is still, like, chat is doing the mannequin challenge right now, like, dead ass, like, literally just like that. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. You feel me? I was already, almost on stream for 3 hours. Y'all have enough content from me from right now. Y'all will be fine, okay? Like, I'm about to fuck around and lay down in my bed and bed rot and scroll on TikTok. Or probably, I'm probably gonna be posting, like, you know, clipping stuff over the next, like, you know, couple hours or whatever. But anyways, I fuck with y'all, like, if you watched to the end, comment an eyeball emoji if you got to the end of this. All right, but I'll catch y'all later.